Hey, what's up everybody? John Campo here, the Not So Neat Chef. So, I was doing a little research, Google, YouTube, on recipes where I can try to utilize the sauerkraut that I made. And I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to make a Haluska, a Haluski. It's a Polish dish. It's primarily cabbage. It doesn't really call for sauerkraut. You can make it with or without meat, so I'm going to use kielbasa and bacon. But I'm going to use my sauerkraut. I did see a couple recipes where they actually put sour cream in it, so maybe the sauerkraut wouldn't be so far-fetched. Anyway, so this is going to be my take on Haluska or Haluski. I'm not sure of the pronunciation. I don't claim that it's an authentic dish. What I'm going to make that is, but I think it's going to be pretty good. And as usual, this is a first for me. So let's get started. So this is what you're going to need for this recipe. You're going to need extra wide egg noodles, and I think that's what attracted me to this recipe. You're going to need medium to large onion chopped. You're going to need a ring of kielbasa cut. You're going to need a pound of bacon. You're going to need about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of caraway seeds. None of the recipes I saw had this in it. It was just simply salt and pepper, but I want to add the caraway. We're going to need butter. We're going to need small head of cabbage. Make sure you discard the core because it's very hard and woody and not very good to work with. And then the star of this dish is going to be about a pound or so of my homemade sauerkraut. And of course, you know, season, salt and pepper to taste. And we're going to start by rendering the bacon. All right, I've got my Dutch oven here, and if you don't have a Dutch oven, that's fine. Just use a large enough pot because you're going to need that initial room for the cabbage until it wilts. So we're going to start this at a high temperature. Just a little bit of oil. I want this to heat up nice and hot. You want to get those bits on the bottom of the pot because that's where your flavor is going to be from. So we're going to put this in. Like I said, we're going to render the grease down. We're not going to use all the grease, but we probably will use all the bacon. Get some of those bits to stick to the bottom of the pot. We want them to stick but not burn, so this way we get that flavor. Alright, so we're not going to cook this down all the way. So now what we want to do is we want to take this bacon out. Alright, can you see what we have on the bottom? That's what you want. Now I'm going to take out some of that grease. And that's it. Left a couple tablespoons of bacon grease in there. Put the heat back on. We're going to throw in about half a stick of butter. I put the heat on low. So now, as this butter melts, scrape the bits off the bottom. So now we're going to add our onions. We're going to cook our onions until we're not caramelizing them. We're just going to cook them until they're translucent. All right, I think that's good. They're starting to soften up. So now we'll add the cabbage, not the sauerkraut, the cabbage. See if we can mix some of this in. Turn this down to about a medium on the heat. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of caraway seeds. Okay, you know, we're going to call it just short of a full tablespoon. Stuff's pretty strong. Mix it up. You can see how it's already reduced in volume. Now we're going to add the garlic. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, just to help draw out the moisture from the cabbage. Just a pinch. I don't want to. We're going to be putting the sauerkraut in, which was fermenting in a brine solution. So I'm going to cover this until that wilts down, and then I'm going to put the other stuff in. Okay, it's been about, I don't know, almost 5 minutes or so. Now we're going to add the bacon back in. We're going to add our homemade sauerkraut. You could try it with regular sauerkraut, but like I said, this is a dish that I wanted to try to utilize my homemade sauerkraut in. So I'm going to put that in. Now I'm just making sure that I scrub the bottom. I can feel that it's clean now. It picked up all those bits from the bacon earlier. Kielbasa. And about another 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to cover this, let it cook a bit, and then we'll be back. Okay, it's only been a couple minutes, but I want to taste it for seasoning. Alright, pepper. I'm going to do a couple good pinches of salt. Alright, there's not a whole hell of a lot of liquid in there, so I just opened up a water. Just gonna, I don't know, about a cup of water. And alright, so it's been about 20 minutes, and I actually added more of the bacon grease, more salt, more pepper. So it's going to have to be something that you do to taste. Okay, so I decided I wanted to put some smoked paprika in there. I'm just going to put a little bit. That's probably about a teaspoon. It'll just give it a more of a smoky flavor. Alright, so while this continues to cook on medium, lid off, I got water. I started water about started water for the noodles about 10 minutes ago. So now you want to season your water. You want to put a good amount of salt in there so you can taste it in the water. If it's too salty in the water, it'll be too salty on the pasta. Okay, I think these noodles are done. Or, let's see. There you have it. My version of Haluska using my homemade sauerkraut. Alright, so there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this. Not sure what kind of changes I would make to this in the future, because this is my first time making it. Although it's a Eastern European dish, I'll probably load it down with hot sauce or hot peppers or something, which really doesn't, you know. But anyway, that's it. I hope you like it. And until next time, this is John Campo. Take care.